So what is the meaning of the limits, Pawan? As we learned this part, okay? Something is a graph, right? Okay, fine.
Yes.
Clear? Like a graph. Just see that, okay? That part. What is up to? So this is
Okay.
a function called the fx, something like function over here. You know that now, how to draw the graph? Uh, what's the name? Dhyan.
Yes, sir,
Yeah?
I know.
So based on saying the same thing over here, okay? But we are learning about the two kinds of graph over here. One is called the continuous, one is called the discontinuous graph, okay? Right? Okay, continuous. Okay, that's called the discontinuous. Clear? Fine. Okay, two kind of graphs
Yeah.
generally we have to learn, right? Okay? And we are learning, okay, what is the nature of the discontinuity, right? Okay, why it's happening, clear? Okay, and how we can understand this part, clear? Right?
Yeah.
And how is different from the continuous part, okay? And what parts it could be the okay non-continuous, clear? That means you can say non-continuous and continuous part, clear? Fine. So that will okay. That's why we are just learning about the you can say the okay the continuous. Okay. The third thing we are learning also about the discrete. Okay, these are discrete information. Clear? You can see parts.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes, sir.
that is called the discrete. Okay, discrete means like a breaking part. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Clear, Pawan?
Yes.
Okay for you?
Sir, it's clear.
Don't worry about that. I see that. Clear? Now, what is
Yeah.
inside this also now? Right? Okay, we have to just understand. Okay, these what. So basically, what we have to do, right? Okay, we have to just see what is the x input, right? Okay, that is the output part. Clear? Okay,
Yeah.
that is the output depend on the what is the function over here. Okay, fx. Okay, function of x. Clear? Fine. What we are taking the input
Yep.
part. Clear? Yeah. Pawan?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One is coming over here for them, right? Okay, so I just explained to them also. It's called the differentiability. Okay, shareability. Okay, differentiability means okay when something you have the long, right? Okay, suppose you have to say the 100 miles long thing you have, right? Okay, fine. Okay, yeah. If you have a
Yeah.
100 miles long something, you can able to see, right? Okay, this you can say 0 point okay 000, you can say 0.0000001 okay miles. Clear? What speed change? Clear? Right? In that, okay, in comparison. Clear? Understood? That level of things I need to calculate. Clear? It means that okay, what kind of the speed is change in this part? Understood? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we say that okay, that's why if you learn about the slope part, right? That is the delta y by delta x. Clear? Delta means the change. Clear? Okay. So same thing when we are going for the okay change in right okay change in what x part right okay and change in y part. Clear? Fine.
Yeah.
Over here is what? What is the change in my distance? Okay, clear. And what is the change in my speed? Clear? Fine. I
Yep.
can take it like this way. Yes, Pawan.
Yeah.
I'm just taking some other example. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
What I'm taking over here now, speed here is the function of x, right? Okay, x, right? Okay, fine. Clear?
Yeah.
Why it's coming so large, my people? One minute. Yeah. Now it's connected. Yeah. Understood,
Yeah.
guys? Now what is happening over here? It means that I can find okay what is my change in over here okay 0.00000000 okay 1 right change in this one x part okay delta x clear and what will be the change in my okay delta x clear fine if I can able to let know right okay I can able to differentiate okay able to from the next part okay of this one right okay if I know what is the okay what is the difference is happening in this part in this smallest part I can able to differentiate with others also right clear
Yeah.
yeah
Yes.
if I can able to see okay the body right okay big body if I can able to see the cell Okay, in the cell also I can able to see the mitochondria very well. But okay, I can able to differentiate with the other mitochondria, other the part of the cells easily. Right? Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
But that is too much small in comparison to human body. Right? Okay. Fine.
Fine.
Understood? Same thing is happening. Okay. Understood? Yeah. Okay. Now it means what? You have the slope. This one. Change means what? Slope. Right? Okay. You have to see the slope is 1, 0, whatever it is. So what do you have to do? You have to make this one. Right? Okay. Delta s and this is the delta x. Clear? Right? Generally, we are taking the delta for very, very big number. Okay. So we have to say that delta not d. Clear? Right? Okay. It means that very minute part I can be able to differentiate. Okay. It means that ds by dt. Clear? Okay. Right? Same thing between the cell and body. Right? Okay. Clear? Understood? Yeah. It means that I can able to see. Okay. Then I put a limit. Okay. Limit plus limits. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here I put a t almost 10 to 0. Clear? What is the meaning of the 0? T tends to 0 means this is so small, so small, so small, so small that okay, you can't able to compare the 37 okay trillion cell. Okay, right?
Yeah.
One human body. Right? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So one cell is a like a almost equivalent to 0. Right? Okay. In one human body. Clear? Fine.
Okay.
Understood? That's why we are saying mention that okay, this is so small. Okay, but we are not considering a 0. Okay, not consider 0. But we are saying that that much small that is 10 to 0. Okay, right? Clear? Understood now this one. So slope you got it. I am you got it. This one what
Yes,
I'm doing.
sir.
ds dt. Okay, you can able to find out. Clear?
Yes,
Understood?
sir.
The same thing is happening over here also, right? That's so small. Okay, so small, so small. Okay, that you can able to find the is my limit 10 to 0. Okay, over here in spot. Clear? Pawan, for this particular part is different. Okay, don't just connect with fun. Okay, understood now? Why I'm putting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Uh, yeah. Okay, that becomes 0. Okay, so I can see the change. What if the change is happening? Clear? Which is nothing over here, right? dx and ds. Clear? There's a change. Clear? Slow. Understood? Which is the limit almost 10 to 0. Clear? Okay, x 10 to 0. Clear but this one? Clear? They are not asleep.
No,
Yeah.
I said I. Oh, sorry, I was muted. I understood.
Yeah. Okay, Pawan. So everything you can differentiate. Okay. Now, second part of the limit is what? Okay, we can use when we are approaching to something, right? Okay. When we are approaching, suppose I'm saying that I'm approaching to universe, right? Universe end. Clear?
Yeah.
Where is
Yes.
the universe end? Okay. I am from approaching from here, or you can say that I'm approaching from here, okay, to something. Okay. This is unknown. Clear? Right? Okay. Someone is approaching from here, right? Okay. For them also unknown, right? Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
The one solution is that okay, I can say that okay, I should not consider this one part. Yeah. Right? But I want to show that okay, this suppose I'm saying that this is like a 10 or 11, right? Okay, between 10 and 11, yeah, very
Yeah.
small, right? Okay, kind of bad. But I don't want to, okay, not want, okay, to not calculate, okay, fine, 9.99999999999, clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, or you can say 11.0000001 like this, clear? I need to consider this also in the factor, right? Okay, in my calculation. Clear?
Yeah.
Understood? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what should I do? I have to say that, okay, this is 10 to limits 10 to 10. Okay, but I know that if I keep the 10, right, or between 10 and 11, right, okay, I will get a nothing, right, okay, right? But I will try to reach the nearest most, okay, that I can able to calculate in my full part, right, okay, full function and change. Understood? Change the function, changes, right? Clear?
Yes.
आया ना, समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, जैसे क्या होता है कि इन आवर लाइफ, राइट, ओके, इन आवर लाइफ आल्सो वी से, ओके, what is happiness? Okay, we always try to find the happiness. Yes? Yeah. So what is the happiness? Okay, limit. Okay, extend to infinite. Infinite, you never reach, right? Clear? Okay, what is the life? Limit. Okay, extend to zero, right? Because we have the limit of the life. Okay, age is limit. Clear? We tend to zero one day, right? Limiting life. Clear? Understood, Pawan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the limitation? We are 10 to 0. Okay. What is unlimited? We have to 10 to unlimited. Right. Okay. Fine. Now
Yes.
all the combination we have to part over here. Okay. 0 multiplied by infinite. Infinite multiplied by infinite. Okay. 0 by 0. Right. Okay. Infinite. Infinite. Okay. 0 minus infinite. Okay. Infinite minus infinite. Okay. Clear? Everything. Right. And you can find the correlation between them. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what limits you? Right. Okay. What? Not limits you. Fine. How much you can earn in a whole life and how much you can leave, okay, in total, right? That's not unlimited. Yeah, it have to be like
Yeah.
asymptote. You can put asymptotes also. Yeah, here. Maybe in the last you can take one breath as a 1 year, right? Clear?
Yes, Yes. sir.
Understood? And something is like over here also, right? Okay, something is like they become nearby, okay, asymptotes.
Yeah.
What are the asymptotes, Pawan? It's not, it's going limited
Like a
10 to 0,
line.
but not reach to 0, okay? Clear? Not parallel. Parallel not. Right?
Yes.
It's same like a nuclear decay, okay? Fine, your nuclear decay. Your nuclear decay means like your radioactive decay, right? Okay?
Yes.
C14, okay? So every time this nucleus should be there, okay, it's become limit, okay, 10 to 0. Fine? It never become the 0. Understood this all?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Clear this one? Pawan, to you.
Yes, sir.
Dhyan,
Yes, sir.
what I told.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping.
What I told. I'm not saying you're sleeping or not.
Huh?
What I told in the last 2 minutes, what I told.
Wait, what do you mean? Like what you said?
Last 2 minutes, what I told.
You said that. Say, this. Wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute.
Write down 20 times. Write down
Okay.
20 times. Okay. Okay.